Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this 18th intro in this show I call Coffee and Comics. So today's show is going to be me just talking about things that have happened to me on that Wednesday that I recorded this. Also talk a little bit about Arrow, talk a little bit about Flash, talk about how really excited I am for the team up. That's going to be airing December 2nd. Also talking about me shopping for a new suit for my high school reunion. I did get a suit. I'm going to go pick it up later today. They had to tailor it a little bit. It's a nice suit, but they were trying to offer me like two suits for like $500. I'm like, I don't really I like wearing suits, but I don't necessarily need to wear the suits all the time. Let's put it that way. So, brain fart for a minute. Sorry, but no. So yeah, when we watch the episode, you'll find out. And right now, looking at myself, I kind of look like the dude from Second Son. I did not plan this. The sleeves on this leather jacket were starting to shred horribly, so I just cut them off, and then I was like, that's alright, I'll layer up a little bit more. But now that as I'm recording this and looking at myself, I kind of do look like him, which is kind of ridiculous, but awesome at the same time. Once again, wasn't planned though. But anyways, this episode is brought to you by scatteredcomicbooks.com. Go to scatteredcomicbooks.com or find them at your local comic book store, because they're pretty awesome guys. They have great artists. They have great writers. Everyone that I've hung out with, as you've seen, and 3 weeks ago's video, the comic book release party, as you see, they do a lot. So go over to scatteredcomicbooks.com, support them that way, or go to your local comic book store and look for Scattered Comics and help them out and buy an issue or something. Also, it is not a sponsor, but go over to TVP Studios and watch all of the great stuff on that network, because those guys are great people as well. I hang out with them when I help them out with when I help Jeremy out with Idiot's Array, when I help out, we all get together and help out Stab, which you can go to every 2. I'm not really sure about the Wednesday thing, because they went to 2 Wednesdays now, but it's at Lulu's Cafe in Midtown, and then there's the podcast as well on TPP Studios Network. Check those out. Check out the Dan Suds podcast as well. Check all this stuff out on that network, because it's pretty awesome. And again, great group of guys as well. I hope you enjoy this episode. I'm gonna go and pick up my suit now, and maybe a new shirt, possibly a vest. I don't know. I'll see where the day goes, but I know that I'm gonna come home in traffic. Oh my god. Good thing about the good and bad thing about living in this side of Sacramento is it's a pretty nice neighborhood, and there's not a lot of traffic in the neighborhood. But the traffic, oh my god, the traffic is so horrible. I'm going to adjust my beanie here. Yeah, the traffic it's kind of horrible. So, but I mean, I don't mind sitting in my car that's why I got good music. That's why I got podcasts to listen to. But yeah, alright, digressing. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and a great Thanksgiving, because Coffee and Comics will not be on this thing on Thursday, next Thursday, because it's going to be Thanksgiving. So, also, if you are, if you're stupid enough to sit outside for any Black Friday deals, you get what you deserve. Sorry, if you don't get what you want, and you're cold, and you're hungry, and it starts raining, or something like that, sorry, you get what you deserve, because you're being an idiot waiting outside in front of a building and instead of spending time with your family on the week of Thanksgiving or the night after Thanksgiving. Now, granted, to be fair, some families do go to Black Friday because they have great deals, and this is the only time that they can buy actual expensive things for their family members. So, those people, okay. The rest of us, you get what you deserve. I'm sorry. I said it. You can be mad at me if you want. I don't care. Again, have a great weekend. Great Thanksgiving. I will see you guys December 3rd. Have a great day. Comics of coffee. Either way, doesn't matter. A lot of people come up to me and like, is it coffee, comics, or comics? It doesn't matter. Okay? As long as you're here watching it and enjoying it, I can call it what the fuck, and you'd probably still watch it. Anyways, let's start off with the 3 things that have happened to me during today. Today out of the week, well, I'll work it out. But number 1, my high school reunion is this Saturday. They sent me an invitation a long ass time ago, sometime in like July or something, and I was like, I'm good. But I got to talking with people, and they're like, you should go. And so I'm like, alright. So I went back on Facebook. They invited me on Facebook, by the way. They didn't send me a formal invitation in the mail or in an email or anything. They invited me on Facebook.
It's funny that you say that, and you're saying it like it's a bad thing. From the guy who's talking to other people.
No, I'm just... Listen, I can't write my show on a letter and send it to everyone.
But you're talking to people on YouTube, so isn't that the same thing?
No. Because high school reunions are supposed to be formal things.
Oh, okay, I get it now.
So you would think they would either A, send you in an email.
Yeah, because that's kind of impersonal, too.
Or an actual formal invitation going, right. Jay Wheeler of class of 2004, we promptly invite you to pay $55 to enjoy a night of whatever.
10 years.
Yeah, I know. I have not done nearly anything that I thought I would want to do in this 10 years, but I'm only 28, so I still have a lot to do, a lot of time to do it. But, like I'm saying, it would be nice if it was a formal thing, not, hey, Wood Creek High School 2004 is inviting you to their reunion on Facebook. It's, So, let's talk about how PayPal took me 45 minutes to even freaking buy the ticket, because apparently it wouldn't link my card to the card that is already on there. I don't know. But I paid the $55. Now, after I do this recording, I'm going to go look at some new suits, because, I want to look nice in a nice suit to this reunion that I've noticed on Facebook that not a lot of people are going. Because there's a lot of, hey, sorry I can't make it kind of things. Kind of making me worried now that I paid $55 for something that not a lot of people are going to be there for. But I'm gonna go see what happens on Saturday, and basically see what happens. But we'll see what happens. Number two. There's been some controversy around this Spider-Woman issue number 1 cover, where the Spider-Woman, they had to move the Spider-Woman title. Where was the title originally, Ben?
They never showed us a title.
They never showed you a title. There was never a title, but her ass was like up in the air, like kind of arched. So, and it was like a great draw. Not okay. That sounds a little sexist. The artist is an amazing artist, and I guess he drew the ass pretty well. So a lot of people were in an uproar, going, this is offensive, da 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 da, womanizing, da 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 da. And so they took the Spider-Woman cover and put her over her ass. Now, here's what my beef is. If it's so controversial, which I'll probably answer it myself because I'm thinking about it now, but if this cover was so controversial and not a lot of people wanted to buy it, how come I've gone to a couple of comic book stores and no one has that cover? Because it's sold out. Why? Because people love controversy, and they love things that media tells them not to do. So I guarantee you, if, let's say, I don't know, who's it? Let's say if Carson Daly told you not to go into Snapchat and see the Snapchat of someone, I guarantee you half of my generation will be on their phone, either A, downloading Snapchat, or B, on Snapchat trying to look for that picture. So, what was it? No, yeah. So why was Spider-Woman issue number 1 so controversial? I don't know. Maybe there's people that just want to complain. I mean, comic books have had a past where everyone has either A, said that they're too violent and they're going to poison kids' minds, or B, the comic books are not something that kids should read because they don't get anything out of it. Of course, now you don't get anything out of it. We only have gotten, Jeff Johns, Jim Lee, Kevin Smith, who else is there? Why do I want to say Rick Ross? That's a rapper, not Alex Ross. There we go. That's the connection I was trying to make. We've only gotten amazing people making comic books, not to mention all the movies that have come out of the comic books and all the TV shows and stuff like that. So, comic books don't get you anywhere. And then, number 3 for today, airports. Now, I work at an airport. And since, the holiday season is already, next week, which is ridiculous. Thanksgiving is already next week, Ben.
I know.
It's ridiculous. But, come on, guys. Let's not, how do I say this? Let's not be dicks to the ticket agents or TSA people. Yes, sometimes TSA people can be dicks. Sometimes ticket agents could be dicks. Because it's a cycle. If you're a dick to one ticket agent, then that carries on to the next person, then that carries on to the TSA, and they don't deserve a lot of stuff that they get. But at the same time, sometimes they're dicks, so they deserve. But at the same time, what I'm trying to say is, A, try to be a little more nicer this holiday season as if you're flying. Be a little more patient, because there's gonna be tons of delays. There's gonna be weather. There's stuff gonna happen. And C, just, be cool. Don't over worry. Don't over be angry. By the way, if you're angry because you missed your flight, maybe you should have gotten there a little earlier. That's just me saying that. Also, if people in New York are watching this, I hope that you all are safe and warm, because apparently I've read New York is getting a year's worth of snow in about 3 days. So I hope you're all, if anyone in New York City or New York is watching this, I hope you're safe, I hope you're warm, and I hope you have a lot of food. That's all I'm saying. Because I know my cousin, or my nephew, is it my nephew? Nephew or cousin, and his wife are covered in snow. So, if you guys are watching this...
Is it that hard to figure out who it is because you have a huge family or because you're inbred?
I have a huge family.
Could be because you don't know if it's a cousin or a nephew.
You know, Ben, I don't ask personal questions to you.
I'm sorry.
I would, how about you get back to your comic book that everyone's waiting for?
Oh, Jay. Fine.
Because, it's an amazing comic book and everyone's waiting for it. So, let's not further delay this process.
Hey, what's up, yo? Yeah, how's it going, guys? Good.
Alright, let's see.
Hey, you still have that picture I gave you?
So let's talk about
It's around here somewhere.
Arrow. Let's talk about
I'm not
Flash.
sure, Joshua. There's stuff everywhere.
First of all,
It's in
Flash.
here, though. Yeah, I know that.
He's like, I know it's in here.
It is. It's just a matter of which wall it ended up on.
To run that fast and then come back and put someone in the face. Genius. Also, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Flash, don't watch this episode. But, I mean, it was showing how with powers, if you have powers, you're still kind of not, you still can't think you're invincible.
Okay. Hey, I knew it was
Because, I mean, Barry had a bully who, he got bullied in school, and then now he has these powers, and it's the same bully, and that bully has powers, and he thought that just because he has powers, that he can clearly win. That wasn't the case. So, I think that was a good message. I also think that it was freaking amazing how he finally learned how to run away and then just be like, wait a minute, let me stretch. And took a deep breath, and you could see the lightning. You could see lightning go up his legs and into his eyes and just took off. It was pretty amazing. I cannot wait for not this episode, but December 2nd's episode where it's Arrow and Flash teaming up together to fight Captain Boomerang. Genius, by the way. Genius. Now, one of my friends doesn't like it that Captain Boomerang is in Arrow and not in Flash. But hence why the team up, I think, is that, Flash and Arrow are going to team up and stop Professor Boomerang. Captain Boomerang. But let's segue into Arrow, because that episode was also awesome. Number one, Ray Palmer, again, dropping the mic on Oliver Queen and stealing Felicity, changing Queen Consolidated to Palmer Technology, and then at the end of it, by the way, again, spoiler, if you haven't seen Arrow yet, don't watch this episode. Freak Palmer showing his Atom suit. It kind of looked like an Iron Man-esque kind of technology where it just like projected the suit. But it looks, it looks amazing. Can't wait for him to put it on, because it looks pretty sick. Look pretty awesome. And also too, to see Captain Boomerang at the end of it. Can't wait. Can't wait to this episode, because it's just going to be so great.
No, they're going to be donated. Oh, right on.
Let's see, what else? What else is going on? Oh.
Good, keep you busy.
if you're not watching this episode, you're probably playing Dragon Age. I heard that's a really great game. Never really got into Dragon Age, but I hear it's really good. Grand Theft Auto, they have a first-person view that not a lot of people are liking, and then a lot of other people are liking it at the same time. I haven't played Grand Theft Auto on the new system yet, so I don't know. But I will let you know if I do get it. One more thing. I've been seeing a lot of pictures on Instagram of new Dino Charge toys, which is kind of just like a tease to me, because I want to get the revolver, because I want to see, A, I want to see the size, B, I want to see what it does, because I love my Kyuja revolver, and it's the same size and it plays the same music, and it's amazing. But I want to see what the American version looks like, and I mean not look like, but size-wise, and I wanted to see what the sounds do, because I love Power Rangers, and I want to see it. So seeing all these pictures on Instagram of the toys are just tease, and I don't like it, because I want the toys, but I can't have the toys because we live in Northern California, where not a lot of cool things get shipped up here until 6 months or 3 months later, or something like that. But when I do find it, I'll do a comparison on the show, and it will be amazing.